thank the organizers here that everything went so well. Even the weather went well. We have not good weather, so it's fantastic for a conference. All the people have to stay in the house. We have, since 2006, a new starting point for all our activities. It's the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And as the title says, it gives rights to persons with disabilities. And we also have a second new starting point. It is that all European member states have signed and ratified this convention. And also the European Union has signed and ratified this convention. So that opens new pathways to inclusion and should make our societies more cohesive. With this convention, disability is no longer seen as an attribute of a single person, but is understood as the responsibility of society as a whole in every area of life. Frameworks which guarantee real participation of each person in every aspect of life are the social challenges which all governments now have to take up. But not only governments, also civil society. We, as ASPD, represent up to 11,000 specialized service provider organizations for persons with disabilities in 33 European countries. As the representative of service providers for persons with disabilities, we have a vast experience in the matter of designing appropriate frameworks. At the end of last year, we approved a new midterm strategy. We call it Reaching Out, because we are convinced that we have to promote and expand on our best practices and experiences with society as a whole. We decided to reach out towards persons with disabilities to build a more effective and dynamic sector based on their expertise and knowledge. We decided to reach out to our key partners, persons with disabilities, their friends and families, to involve them in the development of social support services. We decided to reach out to our stakeholders, actors not directly involved in the disability sector, but build with them an inclusive society beyond the limits of our sector. And we decided to reach out to alternative funding, to be more sustainable and less dependent on external funding in order to represent the disability sector in the future. We made steps forward in reducing institutional support and building up community-based support. With the European society struggling to balance social rights with budget cuts in the face of the lingering economic crisis, the disability sector finds itself now at a crossroad between specialized, sometimes segregated support and mainstream integrated support. While the latter is developing, the former is still strongly entrenched in the social construction. However, the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities explicitly states that persons with disabilities shall have full and effective participation in society, and that community services are available and responsive to their needs. Persons with disabilities should not have segregating services, but support should as much as possible be included in the mainstream society, and the services offered should adapt to their needs. In order for us to build a truly inclusive society, we must go beyond our comfort zone and reach out. And that is what we do here in Oslo at this conference. A home for all, housing and services for people with support needs. The conference will start on the basis of one simple idea. Every woman, every man has the human right to a secure place to live. This is fundamental to living in dignity, to their physical and their mental health, and to their overall quality of life. Not only persons with disabilities suffer not having such a home. More and more people with mental health problems, homeless people and poor people suffer from the lack of clear national policies. After the Second World War, the European states developed policies of social housing to build affordable houses and flats. Now we are in a new situation in Europe. We have to define social housing policies in a new way. We need an integration of housing and social services to make community living with the possibility to really be included in society a reality. This conference will address the major European challenges for the sector, focusing in particular on the cross-sectoral cooperation between housing and support service providers for people with support needs. Furthermore, it will take stock of current models of good practice and experiences and discuss future challenges and strategies to make a home for all the reality in municipalities and local communities throughout Europe. According to our Reaching Out strategy, I want to thank the Nordic Center for Welfare and Social Issues, NVC, the Norwegian SOAR Foundation, and the partners, the Norwegian Husbanken, and the partners from Bush Europe, FEANZA, representing organizations working with homeless people, Segudas, the European Federation of Public, Cooperative and Social Housing, and Mental Health Europe. The only real limitation when building a truly inclusive society is our willingness to reach out and connect with each other. Persons with disabilities, authorities and other actors in society. With this conference we offer an opportunity. We have fantastic speakers, we have representatives from specialized and mainstream organizations here. Let's use it. In that sense, I wish us all a fruitful conference.
Thank you very much.